Before leaving, please remember to make a contribution to all of my thousands of hours of work here. PayPal, Patreon, or fundraiser in the description below or on the China Rising Radio Sinoland article page. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. This is Jeff J. Brown, China Rising Radio Sinoland, and a special report about Russia, Belarus. This one is entitled The Last Stalinist of the Soviet Union by David William Pear, which was featured on the Greenville Post, plus U.S. plot to assassinate Belarusian president exposed by Russia and stopped. And then Putin questions Biden about it. Unbelievable story. Let's go back to August 2020 in Belarus. It's right above Ukraine and to the east of the Baltic states. And is they speak Russian. I mean, it's essentially Russian, but it was an independent republic in the USSR. In 2020, Alexander Lukashenko, the president, won again the presidential election with about 80% of the vote. Of course, immediately, since he works so closely with Putin and is such an ally of Russia, the United States deep state machine immediately goes to work, declares it invalid. The Europeans pile on sanctions, the whole nine yards. The CIA, George Soros, the NGO crowd, National Endowment for Democracy. They start pumping millions of dollars into Belarus to create demonstrations and everything else. It failed miserably, unlike in the Ukraine in 2014. And so everything, the sleeping dogs were lying, and then all of a sudden, last night, I just got news about this plot, and so Belarus got wind of it, contacted FSB, the CIA, the Russian CIA is called FSB in Russia, and these color revolution clowns went to the United States first, and then they went to Poland. Of course, I'm sure that they were being watched the whole time, and then they went to Russia, and where they met in a restaurant in Moscow, and I'm sure it was wired to the hilt, where these color revolution clowns and Belarusian generals were gathered together in this private room in a restaurant in Moscow to talk about the coup. They were going to assassinate Lukashenko and his entire family during the May 9th parade in Minsk, the capital of Belarus, Victory Day for World War II. So anyway, everybody's been arrested, the whole thing. And then Lukashenko went out and publicly thanked Putin for questioning Biden, U.S. President Biden, about the assassination plot. And apparently all he got as an answer was sort of like a gargling sound. So that when all this was going on just since last night, I thought, David William Pear wrote a wonderful article about Lukashenko on the Greenville Post. So I'm posting that on the China Rising Radio Sinoland page. Go and read it. It's really good. I mean, Westerners cannot understand how popular Joseph Stalin is in Russia and the former Soviet republics. He is frequently voted in surveys in Russia as the most admired leader that Russia has ever had, the best leader, etc. So you might want to do your history and read some of Grover Furr's books about the Soviet Union and Joseph Stalin. I also included, David has been on my show 3 times. He traveled to Korea, and we talked about his travels there. He traveled to Palestine, and he and talked about his what he experienced there. He also traveled to Russia more recently, 2 months, and we talked all about that. And he also wrote a wonderful article about Iran and how they should never trust the United States, nor anyone else should trust the United States in keeping its word. So anyway, those are after the last Soviet, the last I forgot the last Stalinist of the Soviet Union. That article. Then there's David Pear's 4 articles, 3 interviews plus a guest article, and then below that are the 3 articles from TASS, the Russian news agency, that announced the U.S. coup plot and that Putin questioned Biden about it. So, your Sunday listening, this short little introduction, and some wonderful reading thereafter. Have a wonderful Sunday. Jeff J. Brown, China Rising Radio Sinoland, signing out. China Rising Radio Sinoland and China Tech News Flash signing out. Please make a contribution to all of my hard work. Thank you.